Hi, everybody. My name is Danny, and I want to talk to you about how I feel every day. Let me double check if this is still working. Okay, looks like it's working. Perfect. So, hi again. My name is Danny, and I want to make a video. I guess. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. I want to confess that I'm society's minority in a sense. I consider one of my labels are I am cisgender male because I believe I'm a man. I'm also a homosexual. I am also HIV positive. I am also a Latino mixed with something else, so I'm a minority because of that as well. I suffer from mental illness. I've been diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder, bipolar type, meaning I have more highs than lows. And I also been diagnosed as a child with ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. And through the trauma and abuse and betrayal from childhood to adulthood, I've been diagnosed with PTSD, chronic. So I also suffer from an addiction problem as well. I'm a meth user, meth addict, you call it. And it led me to do more things than I was wanting to do. You see, meth doesn't change your whole world aspect. It's just increase your impulsivities and increase all your adrenaline, all those norepinephrines and epinephrines and your dopamine and all that good stuff to make you do the things you normally would not do to do them anyways, right? But sometimes some people are a little stronger, are able to control certain urges, and some of them are not. And through my experience, I am a person, in a sense, like an OCD perfectionist. I can't help myself but to obsess about something until I find an answer to it, or I find some kind of reprieve or closure to it. So I keep prying and prying and prying until I figure it out. A little bit about my childhood was growing up with this mom. She was. Let me tell you. Let me go back to her story because that will start my story, I guess you could say. Uh, Her name is Myrna. She's one of the most strongest, beautiful, powerful woman I've ever met in my life. She's my hero. She's like badass, bro. She's awesome. So my mom came to Guatemala to here, and she told me these different stories. I want to make a video specifically for that next time. But long story short, my bio dad got her pregnant, and she wasn't aware that she was pregnant. So never saw a tummy. She was actually having her menstrual period every month. No cravings, no lactation on the breast, and no switches in hormones. For her, she was fine. And until she had that weird pain where her water broke, and she said she felt the only pain she felt was like she really had to go to the bathroom. So, in the city of Orange, in a toilet almost, she had me by herself. She was 6 months and 1 week pregnant. Yep, I was preemie as fuck. Sorry, preemie as hell. Uh, I was a little rat. Like my mom says, I weigh about maybe 8, maybe 10 ounces. My skin wasn't fully developed; it was still sticky. No nails, no hair, no eyelashes, or anything of the sort. I pretty much looked like a little monster from like Stitch or something. I don't know, or Alien. and firefighters came, took me. They put me in an incubator. They said I had to do operations. Some of the some stuff went into my eyes, so if they don't operate now, I will be blind for the rest of my life. My pulses, my lungs were actually filled with fluids, so I was getting, I wasn't breathing properly, so they had me in the incubator for 4 or 5 months, with, you know, equipment to help me stay alive. Doctors, everybody was telling my mom that I'm gonna die. There's no way I was gonna survive this, you know. But and some doctors offer my mom money to just leave me there, and they'll pay her what she owes from jumping the border, and everything she owes over there, and plus extra money for her to take, because she has to give full custody of me to them. My mom says that she'd rather have me be in her arms and die in her arms than let go of her child and forever regret never ever doing anything to be with him. To me, that was one of the most awesomest things to hear from my mom. That all those people were giving her riches, she refused to just to be with me. So she found some worse about me. That's great. After I came out of the hospital, she was a single mom. She already had 2 kids at one mama. Family she owed money to for coming here. So she was busting her butt every day, raising me, taking care of me, giving me mom time, and working 3 to 4 jobs just so she can survive here and send money there for everybody else. When she told me these stories, I always feel like a burden for her, because she told me one time that I never liked sleeping in complete darkness. I've always liked light because it's a decupator, but she bought me this little night light with her own batteries and, not using any energy from the landlord. And they kicked her out in the middle of the night with me, and we went to go sleep at a park. And it says it happened more than one time. So finally, we found somewhere to stay where they didn't mind me as much. And what would you say? What do you think? Like, oh shit, like, what a burden, right? I I just That's funny because I just turned off the AC and it turned back out on its own. So, I mean, my mom took me everywhere. She dressed me up. She played with me. She talked to me, made me laugh, gave me anything I wanted to eat. But she met my stepdad. He was a good person. I guess until my little brother, his son, and my mom's son was born. Well, that was a girl, so we got her all these clothes, and we picked up her name and everything, and then we found out as soon as he's born, like, oops, this boy, Victor Carrion Jr. Now the guy took my place. Well, I guess that's what when siblings are young, so they see it, right? But that's when the abuse started happening. Uh, he started treating me way differently than him. At the time, I didn't know that he was not my dad, my real dad. I thought he was just my dad, He was just stricter with me. He was just more, he expected more of me. And whatever I did was never good enough. There is always a mistake that I made. And when I was having trouble in school, because I wasn't that smart, it was very challenging for me to sit there and read a book for minutes and stay focused, I lose track of how I would look. It either bored me or I just didn't understand. And in school, I was bullied, didn't have friends. The teachers treated me like I was this monster or gang member. I was only 7 years old, and I was shy, timid, wanting someone's approval, wanting someone's sense of like sincerity that they wanted to just kick it with me, not just because I had candy or I had money to give them to just spend time with me. Because all I really wanted was to make a friend. That's why I would go to school super early. Like one time I went there at 6 in the morning at the elementary school, and no one talks to me. All I hear is Pink Ranger or insults, and so that's that of that one, right? But so I got pushed down in school. I was always the tallest, but always the dumbest. I never fought back. I didn't want to hurt anybody. So after they pushed me down, broke my heart and feelings and body, and they go tell a teacher that I did something to them and that they were angry, blah, blah, blah. So I got suspended for something I didn't do. I got home. Mom had to tell my stepdad what happened. No words were said yet. All I felt was his back of his hand, just like literally snapping in my face and then breaking my lip. And said that then when I go back, if they keep picking on me, if I don't hit them back, he's gonna beat the shit out of me so bad that I would wish that they were the ones beating me. Okay. Very impressionable kid here. Went back to school. Of course, they picked on me. But I didn't beat the shit out of him. All I did was just, after he pushed me, I just pushed him down. But from then on, I knew I was stronger, and I felt so bad. I was apologizing. And then so I got suspended again. When I got home, he beat the crap out of me so bad. And I just didn't understand why. He did exactly what he told me. He said it's because you got suspended. So both my parents had to work 2 jobs sometimes to keep our place, and we rented a 1-bedroom apartment. And it's me and my little brother now, so there's a lot of expenses going on. So stepdad goes to work in the morning. Mom goes to work from afternoon to nighttime. So we only got to see my mom on the weekends and in the morning when she would drop us off at school. So I was a babysitter. I babysat my little brother. I learned how to cook. I learned how to clean. I learned how to do all these things. And I felt proud. I'm like, finally gonna come home. They're gonna look at the place good. I'm gonna get a compliment without any remarks. I use too much still because I'm a little person that uses a little too much of everything. So I wanted to make sure that super freaking glass was spotless, right? That startled me when he opened the door because he opened it super fast, and I dropped the glass, broke, it shattered. I panicked. I turned pale. I already knew what was going to happen, but I'm like, maybe if I apologize, he'll just let it go. And he hugged my little brother, put his things down, and he just grabbed me from my shirt, like pulling me up, where he just beat me really bad. He broke my nose. He broke my lip. He kicked me in the stomach. And he dragged me. Like literally dragged me. Not like get up, go walk with me. Like grabbed me like if I was some kind of dog. And threw me into the bathroom. Nothing sexual, okay guys, so don't get the idea. But his punishment for me was, since our floor had tile, it was sturdy and like rough. So my punishment was I needed to kneel on the tile and put my hands on the wall for 2 hours. If I rested my knees or moved my position at any time, he would add an extra hour to it. And if I did it again after that, it's another hour with a beat down. I was a chubby kid. I couldn't stay on my knees forever. And then you would say, well, when he's not looking, you just put your knees down. No. So the one bedroom apartment was, like, they read it this way. There's the entrance right here, right to the house. You walk in. On the right, there's a hallway where the bedroom and the bathroom are. The bathroom is where you see this hand right here. This is the bedroom. This is the bathroom. So right here and right here, you can see from that bedroom to the bathroom everything. So that's what he would do after he did that. He would turn on TV, lay on me and my little brother's bed, so you can see me directly if I ever move, to make sure that I didn't rest my knees at all. And then sometimes just to add more flair to that little chaos, he would really trick me and close the door, wouldn't let me out. It was pitch black dark, makes monster sounds. I got terrified. I was so angry. I was so frustrated. I was worried. I was crying. I heard things. I saw things in there. I just gave up there and just like passed out because I was so struggling by fear. And I woke up by myself in the bathroom laying down. He didn't bother checking for if I was okay. The door never even opened. He did that not just one time, he did that multiple times. One time I was kneeling for 3:30. I said, my mom left, he came early, and he just found some excuse for me just to punish me. And literally from 4 to 12. And he told me if I ever told my mom what happened, he's going to beat the shit out of me so hard that I won't be able to say anything for a long, long time. So that's what was holding me back. He'd always spit in my face. He'd always throw in my face the food I ate. He reminded me that I am nothing. He never loved me, cared for me like a dad would. And I never knew why. Like, I'm like, my brother cusses. He's 4 years younger than me. He cusses. He did all these shenanigans, and to him it was just this little bundle of joy. I was just a disgusting goose that should have been shot a long time ago. So getting abuse at home and then getting abuse at school, I thought that was just normal. I thought that was just how I'm going to get treated everywhere I go. No one's going to listen to what I have to say. Everything even I said was stupid. My sister would always call me stupid. And that was one word that always stuck to me. It's dumb. It's not that insulting, but to me, when someone says you're so fucking stupid or you're stupid, I really feel like I'm inferior again. I really feel like I am nothing. And it makes it so hard because at school I struggled. After division, my parents couldn't teach me anymore because they didn't finish school. So I had to learn things on my own and progress on my own. But my little brother, he had me to teach him. So when Grace came in, obviously he got straight A's. I got A's and B's and maybe 1C. And to them, that was a form of failure. Well, at least to him. My mom did not believed him a lot more because the way he is very overpoweringly whiny. and just to appease him, is to shut him up, is to do what he says, kind of thing. So I went to Saddleback High School, again bullied, but this time I was being bullied for something else, because from all that beat down, all those depressions, all those I just didn't get too health anymore. So I started consuming more food, eating more than usual. So I got a lot more bigger and fatter and overweight. And I was weighing 395 pounds, give or take, at age 14, freshman year. I was the boulder from Indiana Jones. I was huge. Everybody was scared that they weren't scared of me, they were just scared of me, like rolling down on them like like a fucking boulder. So I guess I think that was one of those struggles when I started seeing that outer beauty was much more important than inner beauty, and I wasn't even out yet. Like no one had an idea that I was scared by or whatever the fuck. I just thought that I was just this gigantic fucking boulder that needed to lose weight, and so over the course of the 4 years, from freshman year to senior year, I was a mixture of eating disorder. I was becoming having anorexia nervosa and bulimia nervosa. And then after a while, I started eating healthier, dancing, getting better at my lifestyle. And, I lost about 100 pounds, 140 pounds in 4 years. That's pretty good. I was at that time content feeling weighing that much, because it was a lot of weight. Let me tell you, it was a lot of weight. High school, the first 2 years suck because you're getting to know other people, like learning where you're fitting in, where you're going to stand. Eventually, I started liking the rock stuff, like the rocker look, the punk look, but I love the gothic look. It was vampiric, it was romantic, it was masculine and feminine and dark. And I'm like, well, that's kind of how I feel, Why not? Start wearing the eyeliner and, wearing black clothing. And I learned that gothic is not the style of the clothing, it's the style of your personality. And, there's a lot of good stuff about goth that I understood in a perspective of individualized perception of society and how it works. And the reality is it's pretty much your image of how you see it and how you progress with it. So, I became the goth kid, the only one. And I also dabble in magic and witchcraft because it runs in grandpa's side of the family and it runs at mom's side of the family and dad's side of the family. That's a different video for a different time. But from that religion, that spirituality practice, I met friends. I made friends. We were a coven. Everybody knew that we were the goth kids who practiced witchcraft, kind of like the craft. Like, I guess I was like the Sarah finding the group or whatever. And then we had a bunch of fun times. Like we went places. We went to different cities in Orange County. We got lost in Long Beach. That part was cool. But then I found out that the reason they were my friends is because some of them had a crush on me. And to me, that was like, oh, well, I hate to break it to you girls, but I'm not bi, I'm not straight, I'm gay. But then I felt like the friendship was not going anywhere anymore, right? So I did something else, I guess There were so many different things happen there that I lost all my friends, right? I haven't contacted a lot of them at all. I don't even know their numbers. I don't even know what they've been doing with their lives. Uh, I I don't know. I became a loner. I started drifting away. My parents never went to my graduation, by the way. Uh, oh yeah, I remember now what happened. Senior year is when I came out to the high school and to my family. Latino culture family, right? Males. I expressed to them that I'm a homosexual. Obviously, they said that I'm crazy, I'm nuts, and I didn't find the right girl. I'm like, no, it's not true. It's not that. It's like I just don't. This is how I am. I can't change it. And yeah, it was a fiasco. He broke all my stuff, pictures of me and my boyfriend that I had at the time that we took. All my witch stuff that I had, I bought with my own money. All my black clothing, he ripped it apart and dropped bleach on it. He would throw things away without telling me, go into my room, snoop through my things. I was a caged animal pretty much. And when I said, I'm not going to become straight just to appease you, he called the cops and told them that I was being violent, that I was breaking stuff, and he was breaking my stuff. I was just telling him, like, dude, stop. Please stop breaking my things. Please stop. The cops will obviously believe him. At age 17, I was out on the streets sleeping in the park on a school night because I had nowhere to go. I didn't want to call my friends and be a burden because that's not right. It's not their problem, it's mine. And the only park that's near our house is a park where on Mondays and Wednesdays, it's the most current events where there's drive-bys. And when they drive by, I mean, obviously they're gonna shoot, right? So it was a Wednesday night of all nights. I was so terrified. I was so terrified that I just like crawled and I'm like I didn't sleep that night. Of course, I was like, please don't come. Please don't. No, I don't want to hear a sound. I don't want to hear a sound. Didn't hear a sound. Luckily, and that happened more than a few times after that. After that, them going to my graduation, I really felt in a stage of depression. I was hiding my grief and my sorrows through falsified gratifications and falsified like sense of being of wellness and uh, I'm energetic. That life is a positive world. That life is full of wonder and awe. And really, that was dying inside. I wanted to cry my heart out and find some soothness behind it. Never did because I always kept up a facade. Because I know when I get upset, it's like I throw this like magnetic force field where people feel my upsetness, or when I am in joyful mode, everybody's in joyful mode as well. So I'd rather make that positive atmosphere than negative. And with that, I had made new friends, well, clubbing friends. We would go drinking, we would go party, we dance, we found guys, yada yada yada. We were experiencing the gay life, age 19, 18. But then I fell in the Great Depression. My life was going anywhere, nowhere. I mean, didn't go to college when I wanted to go. I had no support from family, and I was already kicked out of my own home. And I looked at myself in the mirror one day and I'm like, where am I gonna go? What am I gonna do? I'm tired. I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten in 5 days, and I really slept like 3 hours throughout those 5 days, and I'm like, and I'm a gigantic goth walking guy with a freaking big old 5 o'clock shadow, looking like a nutcase on the street. So you really think you're gonna give someone a shot or a chance or a place, do something like that? No, you may say yes, but I know most of you are saying no, hell no. That's understandable. I kind of wouldn't either because you never know, right? So, someone told me about crystal meth. I promised myself when I was younger that I would never do a single drug or drink or do any of that stupid shit. But like you say, never shout never. And as you do, I got some that night because I just couldn't help the hunger anymore. I was suffering. Like I was hurting so bad because my my parents sheltered me from life and always promised me that the family will always be there. I believe it so much with my heart that the day they told me they were not, or they were just not on my side anymore, that was my whole world. My whole world came crashing down like that. Everything I believed to be true was a lie. Every single thing I heard from them was always lies. My poor mother, I know she lied in some good intent, but she lies too. She lied to me, my stepdad, same thing. The little brother, same thing. You know, it hurts. It hurts a lot. And my stepdad did the most unforgivable. I don't. If parents are watching this, or adults who may want to have kids, or kids who have experienced parents like this, like I'm just gonna say this one thing before I cut the video. What my stepdad did after he found out I was a drug addict, because I wasn't willing to go to an inpatient rehab. I was not ready. I was not my choice. I was already 19. I'm like, hell no, I don't want to go in there. Right. And so he drove me to Phoenix house. They told him the same thing. He left me there. I had to walk home on my own. And he wasn't home yet when I got home. When he should have been home before I did it, right? My mom said that a police officer came to the house to come help me because my stepdad found it. And I'm like, that sounds like they came to scope out the place, to try to find something. No, they're gonna help you, Miko. Like that's what my mom said, right? 1 week later, we got a letter from the court saying I have to appear in court for a felony charge for possession of controlled substance and also possession of paraphernalia. And I will admit, I was using at the time, but I would never bring drugs home because of my stepdad being so soon. He used to go through my underwear drawer. Gross, really gross. But my mom still didn't believe it. She thought that it was just that it's the test step and meant something else. Okay, long story short, we go there. The judge says how he tested it, and in Spanish. My mom's like her eyes open up. So she started crying, and she's like, "But they'll just throw you to rehab." The judge and the deputy said to her, "No, if he's found guilty, he's going to jail for a long time." And I was in my stuff, and it was in my pipe because, as I said, I would not bring it home. Everything I had, I would either leave it with the other guy or I would drop it before I got home because I didn't want to get in trouble. Because I knew as soon as my stepdad found it, he will not help me or protect me. He'll be the first one to turn me in. And that's what exactly happened. Only he went out of his way to get me in trouble. So when we came back from court, he was already like putting up his music and dancing and laughing and singing along to the tunes. Saw my ass going to the door, and it's like, "What are you doing here?" Oh, I'm like, "Oh, you thought I was gonna go to jail?" Oh no, it's just a arraignment. So, what's your deal, dude? Like, what do you want? Like, why do you hate me so much? And he's like, "I want you out of this house." I'm like, "No, why? Like, what did I do? Like, why are you like this? Why were you like all 17, 18 years of my life at that time? Why are you being like this? Why are you hurting me? Why are you devastating me? What have I done to deserve this?" I was in tears. I was just hurt, confused, angry, of course, and I just wanted a clear answer. He said, "It's because you are a faggot that needs to die. But you're taking room for people like us who actually deserve to be on this planet." You're just a little fucking bastard. That's what my own stepdad said. When he said everything went slow motion, everything was moving away so fast that I saw it so slowly. And that's when he broke my heart apart even more. Yeah. He called off again that day. I got kicked out. He put a restraining order. I couldn't go back home anymore. Hey, let me get all my stuff. They just kicked me on the streets again. They stayed there for 2 hours, making sure I was not gonna come back. And that's when everything started going further and further into oh yeah, but don't worry, it's happy, and there's some happy one things in there too. It's just I'm gonna cut it right there because it's been already like almost a 40-minute video, and I know maybe or maybe not some people will see it or not. I just want to just put myself out there, and I don't want to leave this world without saying goodbye and not people knowing if I ever existed. If you know what I mean. Not suicidal here. No, I'm just trying to say like I just want to leave something behind, knowing that at least I did something to inform, kind of like offer empathy, comfort, understanding, and if any of you are experiencing any hardships, whatever it may be, although that day sucks, we all have a right to be here. We all have that. We were born for something. We were made for something. I hope it's something great. I hope we can do something. So those who say we're worthless, we can find value in ourselves. Because one thing is we don't have to prove anything to anyone. We only have to prove it to ourselves, and we know the truth because it's our truth. And please just take care. Please just protect yourselves, and please be careful what you say around people. People take it to different contexts, and people like us who can see things, who can hear things, who have experienced things. You know how it is, and you know what I'm talking about. We'll talk soon. First video out. Hopefully it's a success. I don't know what YouTubers say, but like my page or like my video or whatever. Honestly, I don't care about the fame or fortune or whatever. I like teaching. I like educating. I like people making themselves better than they are. And my motto is, if if you're smart, you learn from your mistakes. But if you're smarter, you learn from other people's mistakes. And another thing I follow cut it from Xena. Okay, Xena. To conquer others is to know power. To conquer yourself is to know the way. What that means is it's easy to overpower someone. It's easy to control, manipulate, persuade, and none of that. But the hardest thing is doing that to yourself, resisting, controlling, finding a new way of moving and reacting rather than just like rushing into impulses. There's other rational ways of handling situations that will lead you to a more peaceful resolve than an aggressive outcome. Well, my name is Danny, and I am a psych nurse. I am a life coach as well. Let's see. Oh yeah, I've done some good things here. So I'm just gonna give you my titles and then bye bye. So I'm a psych tech, which is like a psych nurse almost. I'm a CMA. I am a life coach. I am an EMT. I am a substance abuse counselor. I'm a suicide risk counselor, sexual assault violence consultant. I'm also a human resource consultant, certified phlebotomy tech. What else do I got? I'm also female certified, American Heart Association certified. I am also a certified mental health rehabilitation specialist. I have 5 associate's degrees. I have 1 in psychology, social and behavioral science, community social services, medical assisting, and liberal arts and communications. I think I'm forgetting 1 or 2 or something, but right now I'm currently working on my IV certification. I'm also working on becoming a pharmacy tech. I know, right? Like, what the fuck? And also trying to become a certified legal nurse consultant. So wish me luck on those. I don't know how often I'll do these videos, but let's see. I'm gonna try doing 1 more tomorrow and see how it goes. But any feedback will be great, or share your stories too. Tell me, in private or whatever. You should send me a link of the chat or whatever, and we can definitely like vibe and like communicate. I'm here also to help others who struggle. Sometimes, if you can't help yourself, but you can help someone else, why not do it, right? That's me. So, have a great night. I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. I hope that you have an amazing Christmas and an amazing Happy New Year's. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. And I will make more, see how you guys like them. And any topics you guys may think I should talk about. Trust me, any topic you bring up, I have a story for that one too. All right. So I'm Danny, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Please be safe out there.